So, change is a-coming. Better believe it. Can't be stopped, just gotta cope with it. The brand new Space Marine Codex is very, very close, like a week away. And it's likely that all the Space Marine players have already run out and started to put in their pre-orders. People are scouring the internet for all the information that they can get about what is in this book, how to play it, what it's for. And here at Hyperspace Hobbies, we're actually doing the exact same thing. We're doing all kinds of research. We're talking about it because, and whether or not you love to hear it or you hate to hear it, this is the book that kind of defines the edition, at least the first part of it. It always has been. One, there's more Space Marines in 40K than there are really any other type of faction. And on top of that, they kind of set the pace. They're the pace car, if you will. And if Space Marines are incredible, that sets a tone for the edition. If they're not good, that sets a tone for the edition. So which are they? Which one do these Space Marines in 10th edition get to be? I'm really, really curious to see how this plays out. And we at Hyperspace Hobbies are actually really curious too. And so throughout this whole week and then basically all of October is kind of becoming like Space Marine month. We've got lots of videos planned, interesting things to talk about. And on top of that, something that I would really love for us to strive for is we have been growing video after video, subscriber after subscriber. And right now we are at 2,000, at the time of this recording anyways, 2,350 subscribers. However, I really want to see that number, the one at the far left, change. And so my hope is that we can do a subscriber drive and that by the end of October, we're going to reach 3,000 subscribers. Please help us do that. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Help us reach this goal. But on to today's video. So, new Space Marines are out, and there's a big change. Ian and I are going to talk a lot about the new detachments, about some of the new data sheets, and what has changed. So make sure you hit the bell here on this channel so you can keep up to date with all the new stuff coming out. But we additionally are going to keep doing our combo videos. We're going to look at lists that are doing successfully all through October. It's not Orktober, it's Space Marine-tober here at Hyperspace, and boy, are we ever pumped. But I think we need to talk about the elephant in the room first. The big major change. Ozamomen. Ozamomen is changing in a huge way. Going from hits and wounds to just hits changes the army fundamentally. Before, you used to be able to pick basically anything in your opponent's army, select that as the Ozamomen target, and ensure its death with basically whatever you wanted to hit it with. It's probably going to die, because that much efficiency is really hard to contend with. So what now? What do we do now that this thing is over? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? I contended with this a lot. When it first came out, I was actually a little unhappy because what it felt like was a nerf. And at the time, like, Space Marines weren't doing particularly amazing. We weren't topping charts in tournaments in places. And we definitely were competing with some of the big boys like Knights and Custodes and Eldar and Genestealer cults. And so we weren't competing. Why does it feel like we're getting nerfed? It's because it wasn't really a nerf. What I think is actually being done here is that it's forcing us to look at our index and our codex in a really different way. Because it's not just about picking one thing and killing it. It's about making sure that your army has the efficacy to, one, destroy the units it needs to destroy, but also concentrate on other things. Space Marines are not just killing machines. They're also like tactical geniuses and born soldiers and phenomenal at completing objectives. And the Codex does just that too. And I think what was happening before that GW maybe didn't like is that the focus was on just killing. And that is only one part of the game. How you win a game of Warhammer actually has very little to do with killing. Instead, it's, are you standing where you need to be standing, when you need to be standing there, to score the points you need to score. There's actually very few secondaries that require you to kill anything. And the ones that do, even Oaths Now helps you do that. Additionally, there's a myriad of options inside the book that Oath of Moment in its older rendition, like, kind of felt like, why did I even need it? Like all of the twin-linked options. And there's plenty of those. Twin heavy bolters on a bunch of the vehicles. The fists on aggressors. There's so many choices for twin-linked and for a bunch of other options that it just never felt like you really, really needed it. And so I think that this is meant to diffuse our focus. It's not just about killing one thing. It's about winning the game overall. If you read that as the very first thing when you open your book, don't panic. It may feel like a nerf. However, this is all about shifting your focus. I think from everything that I've been reading online and from practicing, you've seen me play it probably on Play On already in live streams, I think the book has got just as much power as it used to have. It has seemed to retain more tactical flexibility and a much better overall playing experience. These Space Marines, the ones we're talking about, all week long, all month long, while we drive for 3,000 subscribers, hopefully by the end of October. These are the Space Marines that I think are going to be the most fun to play. I'm really happy with this codex, so let's find out why. If you want us to talk about anything specific, head down into the comment section, let us know. Make sure you subscribe, you like, you share, help us reach our goals here at Hyperspace Hobbies, help us grow and talk more about Warhammer, what we love, what you love. From all of us here at Hyperspace Hobbies, have a great night. This is Space Marine Steve signing off.